All right, time to talk about Space 1999. It's been a while. Yeah, what the hell? Well, I've watched some, but stuff I wanted to do for the show got in the way. Yeah, well, all right. I've been hard on the series. I mock it. You're just a terrible person. That you're very mid, and you're not very respectful. Yeah. Well, but yet there were elements of it. I thought for its time, the sets and effects, for the most part, sometimes they get kind of cheap. Well, you never been short of cash. But no, but anyway, the concept and the stories were pretty bad here and there. But every now and then, there's some pretty good episodes. And this next one is not bad, certainly conceptually. All right. Well, what's it called? Well, it was called Ring Around the Moon. What? Yeah, well, I don't know if it was sponsored by Whisk. What? What do you mean? Why? What? Oh, yeah, you have to be a certain age to get that one. Anyway, the idea is they come in contact with an entity. They always do. Yes, but this was a very strange entity. It kind of looked like a glowing grapefruit. Oh my God! Well, yeah, but it's fine. I mean, what would a strange, truly alien entity or craft look like? You don't know. They look like flying saucers. Yeah, but you don't really know that. I've seen it on TV. Oh, well, I saw this one on TV, and the idea of it is coming into contact with some sort of strange intelligence and whatnot, and how you would make contact with it, and it's not quite what you would expect. It's not just some alien showed up and says, "Take me to your leader," and all that. So in this case, they come upon this entity, if you will, and it invades the mind of one of their technicians, and suddenly he starts trying to access all their information in the computer at a massive speed, and then it just burns him out and he collapses and dies. Oh my God. So it's like an attack. Yeah, well, of course, not necessarily a malicious one. They were just wanting the data. And it turns out that it's actually a computer itself. And so its mission is to go out and collect data and report back home. Wait a minute. That's starting to sound familiar. It's just like the motion picture. The motion, I mean, Star Trek, the motion. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point there, Lefty. The actual plot there for the V'ger, as it was in that one, its original mission, which they didn't steal it from Space 1999. They stole it from an earlier Star Trek episode called Nomad. The satellite there, robot, what have you, had the same mission, and then comes in contact with alien intelligences that restore it and send it on its way, but now it's become sentient and all that sort of stuff, and keeps seeking knowledge and absorbing it with disastrous results in that movie. Well, here, same mission as this entity does this to this man, but the human brain can't take that amount of information and at that speed, and so it burns out the poor guy, and he died. So it turns to someone else. And they're trying to fight back, but there's really no way. It's too advanced for them and everything. So since the guy that died was just one of the background characters and no one really cares. Oh, that's not nice. Well, but you know what happened. Yeah, that's just the nature of TV, Yeah, right. So it came to Dr. Russell. Oh, no, that's Commander Koenig's babe. Significant other is more respectful. Okay, let's get that right there. Yeah. And so now she's got it, and she's processing information at a super speed and all that. But strangely enough, she doesn't die. Well, what? Because she's a woman? Because she's a woman, you don't expect her brain to be able to process all that data. That's what that's about. Well, I mean, brains of their size. I mean, she's nothing alien about her. She's just another human being. But she's a woman, and girls get it done. Oh, well, maybe that's what it meant there, Lefty. I don't know. Another thing is that a lot of people saw Barbara Baines' performance as pretty much a plank of wood. And so their head's so empty, you can fill it up with all that data. Oh, that's terrible. But no, it's terrible. I shouldn't laugh at that. terrible. Well, anyway, she does survive, and they're able to, kind of use her to get there. And they find out the problem with this massive super duper intelligence is that they're also rather stupid and ignorant. What has that? Well, their mission is to collect this data and send it back to their home world. But the alpha people find out their home world was destroyed a long time ago. So there's nothing to go back to. And so the entity destroys itself, and they manage to escape, and they're all safe and stuff. So so it's a lot of, and that's kind of the usual conclusion when you're up against a supercomputer. You got to outfox it and outthink it, and go in areas it can't, and all this sort of thing. But this one, I know. They never noticed their home planet was dead. Yeah, they really should have. I mean, didn't they ever, make a phone call or something? Or they're like, no, they're never responding to my texts. After a while, you start to worry. Yeah. Well, it was a computer, so I don't know how long they were supposed to be out there. And they I guess, receiving new orders or contact from it wasn't something they expected. So they kept sending the information. But, well, wait a minute. How did they get them to realize that their planet had died? Well, they told them, hey, look. What? You say this is one of the better? Well, look. It's, it is. I mean, you come into contact with an entity that seems alive, but it isn't. It's just a collection of data and intelligence, and they, have to deal with it. So, but yeah, look, I know it sounds silly, but you can make a lot of stuff in science fiction sound silly. But this, look, it's one of the better ones that they did. So, Ring Around the Collar, I mean the Moon, from Space 1999, is not too bad. It's not too bad. So there you go. But you got to be pretty empty-headed in order to survive the onslaught from this entity, from the glowing grapefruit. Yes, that's what it was. Thanks for watching and listening. Say, while you're still here, why not like and subscribe and share with your many friends? Yes. Also, check out my mini stores in the link description below. Yes, where you can get t-shirts, hats, mugs, all those goodies with my artwork on them. Oh, yeah. And head over to indieplanet.com and pick up a copy of my comic book, Night Night. Oh, yeah. You can also catch me at my podcast, Mr. Nailsin Show, on RadioMisfits.com. And you can also watch my videos on BitChute.com and now on Rumble.com. Oh, my goodness. So many places to watch me and my stuff. Oh, yeah. And if that's not enough for you, well, you can follow me on many social media platforms and say hi to your old pal, Mr. Nailsin.